Where's the maid dress? Well, okay, so for the maid dress, extremely funny. I decided to order the most slutty maid dress I can find. I'm actually wearing it right now. Ladies and gentlemen. Thank you guys. No nipples are shown. I understand why people want the PvE. I don't understand why they want a PvE so badly that they just keep talking about it non-stop. The main reason why people wanted PvE so badly is because the reason why Overwatch 1 fell off so badly, working on a PvE game, and that's what excused everything. And then when they released Overwatch 2, they promised PvE and stuff. So I guess mostly about people feeling they've been lied to. They basically posted Overwatch 2 PvE reportedly completely cancelled because Jason Schreier said it. And this is the article: Overwatch 2 PvE completely cancelled after poor sales report. Blizzard has decided to cancel all future Overwatch 2 PvE and focus on the competitive PvP experience going forward. Last year, Overwatch 2 release was slated to be the first patch of PvE content. You know, whatever. It had Invasion, which had 3 missions. I played Invasion. I think it was okay. Was it worth the price? Maybe not. Was it that interesting to replay afterwards? Not at all. I mean, I'll be honest, if they have to spend like millions of dollars to release a few missions a year of the same quality as the Invasion missions, then I'd rather not have PvE. I don't know why people wanted PvE so badly. I think people just want more Overwatch lore, which can be provided by other means. They should bring back cinematics and bring back, you know, make a TV series. What do you expect the Overwatch 2 PvE to be? Like, I feel like people have romanticized the PvE to be this perfect experience that will be really fun. I guess they did promise that, hey, we're gonna make PvE really, you know, customizable and replayable, but at the end of the day, it's just a few missions. Even if there's 10 missions, how much are you gonna play them for? Like, people are gonna get bored after a month maximum. Either way, the missions sold so poorly that Blizzard made the decision to axe future PvE content and fire everyone from the PvE stuff. I'm sure that they had to make a lot of decisions as developers that they didn't agree with because the Bobby Kotick forced them to do it, or, you know, higher ups forced them to do it just to drive profits. When Bobby Kotick left with his millions of dollars and Microsoft came in, they just decided to scrap the entire division. I think developers did well with what they had, and they got 0% of the company's profit sharing bonuses as well. Upon release, the missions were met with mixed reviews. The PvE was a shell of the PvE experience was promised when Overwatch 2 was first announced. Gone were the high replayable hero mode missions and an upgradable talent tree. The fans got something more akin to Overwatch 1 free archive missions. It's true. They promised a lot of things for PvE, and PvE was not what they promised at all. And I think, you know, obviously fans are upset, and what they released was just underwhelming, to say the least. There's no talent trees, no replayability. Even the replayability part that they promised in Overwatch 1 is probably a big ass lie, you know, because I don't believe these missions would have ever been replayable outside of, you know, creating talent trees or whatever. But how replayable would that be even at the end of the day? Whatever. We started to find our footing with hero mission experience early on. Scope grew, we were trying to do too many things at once and we lost focus. Aaron Keller explained shortly after announcing the decision to cut a large portion of the game's PvE. I don't know what happened behind the scenes. You don't know what happened. I'm sure that there was a lot of complications. I don't think it's realistic to... Okay, I think, as I said before, the main problem with the entire thing is that they promised an Overwatch 2 experience with PvE and stuff, and Overwatch 2 came out with a lot of undercooked things and a lot of removed features and no PvE. And then they released the PvE, and it was 3 missions that they've worked on for the last few years, and they promised to release more missions. A lot of people suffered through Overwatch 1 without any updates because they were working on Overwatch 2 PvE, and then at the end we got 3 missions which weren't replayable, and a lot of the content was cut. So obviously people were really angry about that. They again promised that we're gonna get more PvE content in the future, which we obviously never did. Since then, they have decided to change the focus to PvP, and that doesn't mean Overwatch 2 story will end here. I think the best thing they can do is just release a TV show. I think them focusing on PvE is the correct choice. And I think the PvE fanatics are a little bit too aggressive everywhere. Decisions like these are in service to our community and based on feedback, which is also good for the business and future of the game. Please explore spokesperson Andrew Reynolds. Exploring new experiences big and small, which will push the frontiers of the Overwatch universe. We got one less tank in a... It's not true. Okay, I'm gonna rant here, because I'm really tired of these comments. We didn't just get one less tank and an item shop. Okay, let's be fair for a second. Okay, I'm glad everyone keeps talking shit about Blizzard and Overwatch. Fuck Blizzard, okay? But it's so unfair that people keep saying this shit. Like, it's so unfair. I'm so tired of this, bro. I'm so tired. Shut the fuck up about the bells. I'm so exhausted. I'm gonna rant about this. I'm so exhausted. So exhausted. I'm so tired of these comments. Because I've met these people, and these people love the game, and they work in the game, and you see that they work in the game, and they had to deal with bullshit, like them being paid under the fucking industry standard, because some higher-ups decided they didn't do good enough job, even though the higher-ups are the ones that forced them to do the things they were doing. And then they got all fired. Half the fucking team is just gone. You don't know what the fuck happened behind the scenes. And not to mention, Overwatch 2 isn't just one less tank in an item shop. We had so many fucking cool things. We had so many new heroes, new game modes, new maps. Yeah, you could have had them in Overwatch 1, but you didn't. And we had them in Overwatch 2. And he's just saying, haha, funny, bro. They just did this. They reward how the game works. They made big balance changes. They're listening to the community. They're actually listening. Thanks, Josh. Like, you can not like the game. You can hate the game as much as you want. It doesn't matter. Don't play it. But saying these underhanded, absolutely degenerate sentences like, we just lost an item shop. No, we just got an item shop and lost a tank is so undercooked, and it's so infuriating. Because I will just say it right now. We got a bunch of new heroes, bunch of new game modes. We got no more loot boxes. The game is free to play. And I know people love loot boxes, but it's a really stupid fucking system. You don't have to buy any skins. All the heroes are going to be free, like they used to. So God bless, they're reverting things. And I promise you, the reason why the heroes were paid beforehand was because people like Bobby Kotick were sitting there. It's like, how can I get more money from this game? Let's pay them. Now he's gone, you get free to play heroes. Systems reward, gameplay changed. Heroes have more hero pool, more health, so it's a little bit, different gameplay. Constant changes, they actually listen to feedback. We have consistency. I swear to God, you motherfuckers never played Overwatch 1. When Overwatch 1, we had fucking GOATS meta. It took them a year to make changes. A year. Can you imagine a year of Malga meta? A fucking year. Every single meta lasted a year. Can you imagine how cooked these people were? Moth meta, months, bro. GOATS meta, a year. Double shield, a year. As if we all collectively just forgot how fucking garbage the response of the team was. And I'll say one more thing. I think Overwatch 2 has way better new heroes than Overwatch 1. Overwatch 1 released Orisa, released Sombra, released fucking Doomfist, which is whatever, released Brigitte, released Moira, released Bap. Fuck all of these heroes. Ana is cool though. Ana is big W. Overwatch 2 released Malga. Malga is dog right now. Malga is horrible. Like, playing Malga right now is so absolutely cooked. Like, Malga was meta for a week. People that complain about Malga just genuinely don't know how to play against him anymore. He's so bad right now. Either way, what I'm saying is, people keep maxing about this PvE, yet they've been playing the game for the last few years, and I don't know what they've been explaining about PvE. It's kind of sad that they lied to us. It's kind of sad that they didn't add anything what they promised. I agree, but I feel like Overwatch has gone through a lot of shit, and they're finally getting... Okay, one of my favorite experiences in Overwatch 1 was when Overwatch made a step in the right direction. They always took 5 steps behind. Every single time. They never did anything right in Overwatch 1. I can promise you this, as somebody who's played this game for so long, it kept going downhill. If it was a stock, it would just keep going downhill. It released, it went wheel. Wait, I'm actually gonna draw this. This is Overwatch. Overwatch in release came out, and it went, and it was like really popular. And then every single decision afterwards was absolutely horrid. Ana was good, right? Just, after the hype, Ana was fine. Then Sombra ARG. Sombra came out. We were like, okay, whatever. They keep playing the game. Then, I think Mercy rework happened. And then we had Moth meta. It was like, whoa, it's crazy stuff. It was like, okay, whatever, The RG was garbage. They didn't know what they were doing in the RG. I was there. It was fun, and then they fucking made it so bad. Then, I think they released... After Sombra, they released Orisa, and then they released, you know, other stuff. I think, what was after Orisa? Either way, my point is, they release Orisa, they release stuff, you know, it's like when Brigitte comes out, and then we have Goat's meta, which was fun for the pro scene. I would say a little bit of an increase. It was kind of fun to play. But then they didn't change anything for a year. Right? It's absolutely cooked. And then they added 2-2-2. Everything went to shit after they removed Sim from the support role. Right? And whatever. And just kept going down. You know, there's no point. They kept making dumb decisions. They kept releasing bad maps. They kept releasing bad heroes. Boring stuff. Then they promised us Overwatch 2 PVE and Overwatch 2, and then we waited years, and we waited and we waited and we waited and we waited, and the game has never been... This is like the dark ages right here. This is the dark ages. You forget about this, but I remember it clearly. These 2 years or so, or 3 of Overwatch 1 were so fucking bad. We had no patches. We had no hero releases. After Echo, we had no characters, we had no new maps, no new game modes. No, that was after Echo. They came out with Echo, and then we had nothing. And they said Overwatch 2 is coming out, Overwatch 2 is coming out, Overwatch 2 is coming out. And it's just silence, bro. It's just silence. Overwatch 2 is coming out, PvE is coming out, silence. And then Overwatch 2 came out. Overwatch 2 came out, and then it went like this. It was like people were excited. And then they actually played the game for a week, and they're like, wait, this shit's garbage. It was so bad at launch. It was so bad at launch. Because we had no PvE, nothing, and then PvE came out, and people were like, oh my god, PvE came out? And then it's like, wait, this thing is fucking dog. Right? So after that, I think we've steadily been on the increase. I think we have steadily been going up. We won't reach this height ever, but we are going up. Because I feel like the new Overwatch team has to deal with so much shit. Like, they had to fix so many things the predecessors did, and Bobby Kotick did, and then Tinderwatch came out. Bro, and then Tinderwatch came out. No. Oh, bro, the Steam review bombs were so cringe. Bro, the fucking hatred this community has for its own game that they play 8 hours a day is fucking staggering. And they have to do so much damage control because, okay, you have to realize something about this game. Majority of these people, this team, majority of them are not the same as these people. These guys are not the people who made the promises and did the things that these people did. It's not the same people. So these people are damage controlling the mistakes of these guys. The company is the same, but I agree with you. But a lot of gamers that are liking basic fucking thinking function, instead of blaming Blizzard, are harassing the developers. Why? What is the point? Why are you harassing these poor guys? Look at this fellow. This is who you're harassing. He's fucking crying, bro. He's so sad. Look at these dudes. Why are you harassing these dudes? They're just working on the game. Blizzard bad. These guys, horrible. But leave these dudes alone. These guys, they work on game a lot. Look at these guys. These are the developers, okay? They work on this game. And they work and they get paid lesser than others. And they work for Bobby Kotick. And they work hard for the game they love. And they're paying for the mistakes of these guys, and you harass them and you bully them. It's a game development company with billions of dollars, and they work hard every day, and even though they work hard, they still get fired and they still get underpaid. And a lot of you say, yeah, but you know, I had comments like, well, why don't they protest against the changes they make? The fuck you mean protest? It's not how the world works. They have families. They have little guys, they have binguses, they have smaller guys they need to take care of. They have smaller dudes. And yet, you bully them. You have no enemies. Actually, you do. You have enemies. It's Blizzard. These guys. Bobby Kotick, who ran the game to the ground and squeezed as much money as he could. And then went out with millions of dollars. And yet the masses They don't stop harassing the little guys. The little dudes. Look at these dudes, bro. They want the game to succeed as much as you guys. And not to mention that these devs, these little guys, are not the same as these little guys. It's not the same guys. Not the same dudes. So why you bully the dudes? The little guys didn't do the little guy stuff. We need to protect the little guys. And we bully them relentlessly. We bully them relentlessly, even though these little guys have been working hard. That's why I'm getting angry. That's why I'm ranting. These guys have worked hard to get us from this point, from this moment, to get us up here. And it's only going uphill. Next season, we get a new hero. We get free heroes. You can choose your mythics. You get premium currency. You think they didn't know what the right choices were? Do you think they don't think that these choices are greedy beforehand? They know, but they don't have anything to say. But they've been working. They've been working hard. They've worked hard to get us from this point right here, to get us up here. So I know PvE isn't out. I know there is no PvE, and I know there won't be PvE, and I'm sorry. I'm sorry there won't be PvE. And they're sorry as well. They're sorry as well, okay? And they know it sucks, but they can't do anything. They can't do anything anymore. The little dudes are just gonna keep moving forward. They're like guts. They're struggling. They just keep moving forward. So we should stop harassing the little guys. They know they've made mistakes. They are not even the ones who made the mistakes. These little guys, they've struggled through so much just working for Blizzard, but they stayed. They stayed because they love the game. Even through all the drama, all the harassment, both from the fans and the execs, working from Kotick, getting underpaid and getting fired, and their friends getting fired. They stayed and they worked diligently on this game. That you, even though you say you hate, you love this game. Because you are still here. And they've worked hard. And they've given us everything. Malgameta came out. They nerfed it in a week. You wanted free heroes, we get the free heroes. We got premium currency next season. We got to choose our mythics next season. Next season we get a new hero. Okay? It's only uphill from here now. Back in the day when I played Overwatch, we got these moments of hope. These moments of like when they release something. And we're like, whoa, the game is back. You know? The game is back. But it always was a disappointment afterwards. They always made it worse. But I don't feel like this when playing Overwatch 2. Back in the day, we used to take 2 steps forward and 50 million backwards. But now we just take steps forward. And it might be a lot like Overwatch 1. In a lot of ways. But these guys, these little dudes, had to take that beloved game that was rotting and rebuild it. Shut the fuck up! Thanks so much for the sub. Welcome to the Nyan Club. You said, so look at these dudes. This is your criticism, guys. We need to shield them. Just let them work. Let them cook. I'm joking. Okay? Let them cook. The little guys are working hard. And PvE is gone, but it's okay. PvE would have never made you happy anyways. Type 1 if you want to support the little guys. You see, guys? Stop hating blindly on this game. At the end of the day, we have so many of you in chat today that watch my stream, that enjoy my stream, but we would have never been here if Overwatch didn't exist. It's been a hard road, filled with disappointment, but PvE finally being cancelled is an important step for us to actually get over and actually grow as a game. It's like removing a bandage. You gotta tear it off and just keep moving forward. And from the bottom of my heart, I'm happy they said PvE is not gonna be worked on. Because if they worked on PvE, they would spend years, months working on something that people would ultimately be disappointed in. No matter what they did, they could have never delivered the experience people wanted. And that's okay. It's time to look for the new horizon. If Overwatch 2 was a stock, I would be investing. And we're never gonna reach these heights, but we can just keep moving forward. And these guys, the little guys, they're just trying their best. And we should respect the fact that they're trying their best. They want the game to be as successful as we want it to. Thank you for listening.